School is in session and Oklahoma State University is back to work, trying to make the cowboy experience more inclusive. Arissa Baxter Looper, coordinator of Women's and LGBTQ Affairs, is leading an effort to normalize the use of personal pronouns on Canvas and other university platforms.
It quite literally started with a faculty member tagging me in a post on Facebook saying, hey, I saw that pronouns could be turned on Canvas, that there's a feature because other universities' versions of Canvas have that turned on and we don't.
Now knowing that Canvas had the option to designate pronouns, Baxter Looper went to OSU's registrar, Rita Peaster, to see what could be done.
When Arissa came and proposed the use of pronouns in Canvas, I thought that sounded great. And I just proposed that we consider just expanding the scope of her proposal a little bit to include not just pronouns, but also chosen names, and look not just at Canvas, but kind of in the bigger picture in terms of other student systems.
The pronouns he, him, she, her, and they, them are now available to be designated on Canvas. College of Arts and Sciences advisor Sarah Muchelnos says they hope this will make students feel more comfortable.
I advise for the humanities, so most of my students are pretty on board and hip to these kinds of things, right? And then the faculty, they've just been absolutely amazing. Primarily, faculty are overjoyed because they want to address their students appropriately. The system's kind of screwy on our side of things, right? It shows us your legal name, right? You might not want to be addressed the first day of class by your legal name. So faculty are just really happy to have this as sort of a tool to engage with their students, right? And in the way those students want to be engaged.
Muchelnos grew up in a small town with limited resources for queer kids, but says efforts like these makes OSU feel like a second home.
When I graduated with a class of not even 20, and there might have been 17 or 18 of us. A very religious town, so it was terrifying actually. And I didn't know any queer people. No one from my school. Yeah, later on I found out, oh yeah, there were plenty of us, right? But at the time, none of us were out. So yeah, coming to OSU was kind of a relief in that regard, just finding my people, so to speak.
Including pronouns on Canvas is just one of the many efforts put forth by the OSU community to ensure that every student has a home here in Stillwater.
It is so important, especially for young people, to feel like they have a voice. And I think sometimes it can be really hard for young people to feel that they have a voice or that they have agency or power to do anything. And especially for our underserved or marginalized communities, it's just even harder. It's just a way to make people feel heard and feel like they belong. And it's hard to think why I wouldn't want to do that.